my intro back. That's what I need to do. Hello, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you guys joining. Jesus, what was that? Yeah, someone is messing over there in the kitchen. All right, so let's get started with some news. And then I'll go through the charts like I always do. What up, Benkei? Welcome in. XRP is a bit slow because payment system Swift is looking at joining the blockchain. I don't think XRP is slow, to be honest, but see, there is two cryptocurrency that I like because of their transaction, probably even three. Obviously, XRP, XOM, and Litecoin. They're pretty fast, but yeah, and cheap as hell too. Hi guys, let's start. Tether invested in crypto startup building on the Bitcoin Lightning Network. Lightning helps Bitcoin send payment faster and cheaper, especially for small daily use. Tether says this move supports Bitcoin as a payment system, not just store of value. By backing Lightning, Tether wants to help Bitcoin scale, reduce fees, and work better for real world spending. This shows growing interest in Bitcoin payment layer, not only price speculation. So, I mean, it is pretty bullish for Bitcoin. The only thing that I am concerned though, that when it comes to the notes, and last time I was reading about how can Bitcoin become one of the payment system, meaning for everyday use, it literally said that it's not there yet. It's not ready. It needs more nodes and all of that in order for Bitcoin to become a payment method for everyday use. What's going on, Morgan? Welcome in, welcome in. All right, so DeFi lending platform Abbott said the US SEC has officially ended a 4-year investigation with no charges. The probe looked, what's going on, Dave? Welcome in. The probe looked at whether AVE broke security laws. AVE called this a win for DeFi because it reduces legal fear and uncertainty. The decision may encourage more innovation and confidence in decentralized finance project operating in the US market. Scholar, thank you. Rachel, thank you. Crypto Pop, thank you. Good afternoon, good afternoon. G Rivera, welcome in. Good afternoon. That was the SEC that was doing it. But it seems that it's already done and over with. So, Rana, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Alan, welcome in. Thank you. All right, crypto friendly Custodia Bank lost a court case allowing the Federal Reserve to deny its master account. This account is needed to access U.S. payment system. Custodia is now asking a higher court to review the ruling. The case matters because it decides whether crypto banks can fairly access traditional banking infrastructure in the U.S. What's going on, Tim Shea? Welcome in. Now, you know what's crazy? It feels like they're almost picking and choosing which bank could participate and which bank cannot. Because didn't all the bank just got the green light to be able to transact with crypto? All right. Kathy Woods, ARK Invest brought more share of crypto related company during market drop. They added Coinbase, Circle, and Bitmine to their funds. ARK believe these companies are undervalued and expect long-term growth. The move show confidence in crypto infrastructure despite short-term price weakness, which is one of the things that I've been seeing myself. They still believe in this company because they still believe that crypto is not done yet. So Psych was handling the investigation. Yes, G. Talking about adoption, Visa began settling payment in the US using USDC stablecoin on the Solana blockchain. This allows faster payment that can run 24/7. Even on weekend, banks using Visa do not change how customer pay, but behind the scene, blockchain replaces older system. This is a big step towards crypto being used in real finance, which is pretty interesting because guys, it's no hate towards XRP. I'm an XRP holder, but it is a bit curious why a lot of these people are going more towards Solana versus XRP. Mark, thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome in. Okay. Uh, you believe XRP isn't going to work? I don't know about that, Pepper. I mean, like I said, I got no hate towards them. I actually became a holder again, even though I should have waited, but I was like, nope, I'm just gonna leave it there, no matter the price, and that's about it. But yeah, it is pretty interesting. Even Western Union decided to go with Solana versus XRP. Oh my God, ain't nobody going to pause chain. Come on, Pepper. Yeah, let's not even go there. All right. Bitcoin and Ethereum price fell after US unemployment rose to its highest level since 2021. Investors worry the economy is slowing, so they reduce risky assets like crypto stocks. Also, weekend, the move shows crypto still reacts strongly to economic data, interest rate, and overall market fears. What? No way. Yeah, scholar. That's what I'm saying. There ain't no way that's happening. All right, let me go. Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETF sold 582 million leave in one day as institution reduce risk. Bitcoin ETF lost the most, followed by Ethereum. This does not mean investors hate crypto, but rather they are being cautious due to market uncertainty. Big money often pulls back during shaky periods. Now, this is reality when it comes to Shaquan. Thank you. Appreciate you. When it comes to in general, right? The holidays. That's why there's a lot of people that were saying we're probably gonna have a Christmas rally. I said I highly doubt it. You know, companies gotta do checks and balances, rebalancing. People wanna make sure that they input their losses on tax write-off and all of that. So me personally, I don't think the Christmas rally is gonna happen. Doesn't mean it's totally out of the window. We don't know. But in reality, it's only a matter of time, and everyone is being very careful. Today, I went over the data again where it tells me what was bullish and was bearish, which is the top expert indicators, and there's a mix of everything. While if Glenn rolls by, he has to follow me on Shake. Okay, got you, Web3. So that's just the interesting thing, but overall, people claim I'm stubborn. I still believe until the bull market structure is broken, we are in a bull cycle. So Trump name, right? Donald Trump. Well, okay, Donald Trump is the crypto person of the year due to his major influence on crypto markets and policy. The decision reflects how political action and leadership can strongly affect regulation, investor confidence, and public debate. The title highlights impact, not praise, meaning that in this article, which was by Decrypt, they think that Trump is the number one crypto person. In my opinion, I would say it's a little bit of both. Yes, he has done a lot for the crypto space, meaning that he did bring regulations and clarity and all of that, or at least he's trying, and he stopped the attack on crypto. But on certain things, he's kind of lacking a little bit because tariff didn't do anyone any good. While he's the number one crypto person. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate you, bro. All right. Now, this is exactly related to what I was just saying, not about Trump, about liquidity and how I'm not seeing this December being bullish at all. So crypto trading activity is slowing as holiday approach. Fewer traders mean lower liquidity, which can cause bigger price swing even with small trades. Order books are thinner across major coins. This makes market more unstable and unpredictable in the short term. What could Trump done better for the crypto space? What's going on, cheesiest? Welcome in. I feel that tariff could have waited. That's number one. I feel that, or at least, when they were talking about making a Bitcoin reserve, I think that if the US actually would have bought Bitcoin or do both, they already got the seized Bitcoin. If they actually would have bought Bitcoin as well, that would have made a major impact on other countries. And then more people would have been happy with buying into Bitcoin and creating their own reserves. I'm not saying that it's not happening because some countries are still building their own reserves, but I think for the US, if they really want to become the crypto capital of the world, then yeah, he should have just made it official and bought Bitcoin instead of just the seize Bitcoin. That's just my opinion. All right, so Coinbase and Robinhood join a new U.S. government program to send tech workers into public service. Engineer will improve government system, including AI and digital tools. The most growing corporation between crypto company and regulators instead of consulting conflict, which is pretty good. Grayscale says, which is going to, throw a lot of people off because Pat Profit, welcome. Mike, welcome. Bella, welcome. So there's a lot of, fear, quantum computers. And this is why I brought this article here. It says, Grayscale says, quantum computer will not affect crypto price in 2026. The technology it's not strong enough yet to break Bitcoin security. Developers are already working on quantum resistant upgrades. Grayscale called the fear overblown for the near future. So that's something that we went over the past as well. Run up. I forgot what was the name of it. I think it's cubics, right? Well, it's like terahash, right? And you need a certain amount of hashes in order to be able to break the the Bitcoin code, which the quantum computer that's out there and the chips, sorry, that's out there do not qualify for any of them. What's going on, Satoshi Nakamoto? All right, let me see. Oh, another one. Fear and FUD, people. Run for your life because that is the name of the game. A Bloomberg analysis said Bitcoin could fall to $10,000 by 2026 if demand weakens, market slow. He compared Bitcoin to past boom and bust cycles. Many analysts disagree, but the warnings show not all experts are bullish and micro risk still matters. In my opinion, that's a whole load of crap. That's a massive fall for bees. Yeah, but this is the thing, G, that that's not gonna happen. These institutions that are involved right now, they're not gonna let that fly. Especially Michael Saylor. Like Michael Saylor gets liquidated around 12K completely. And I don't think him or his buddies or company shareholders they're gonna want that. That's what I'm going based on as well. So it's not gonna happen. Institutional demand is still strong, so they're not gonna let that happen either way. That's just my opinion. Yeah, Satoshi, and if it was to happen, holy moly. I'll tell you one thing. Well, no, let me not say this here, but it's going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood. U.S. regulators are preparing rules that allows banks to issue stablecoin under the Genius Act. Banks must hold strong reserves and follow strict safety rules. Stablecoin will likely be issued through subsidiaries. This brings crypto closer to traditional banking system. You can say something like hypothetically in the manner, yeah, well, just imagine that a lot of people would love to own one whole Bitcoin. That's all I'm saying. No, but this is actually bullish for the banks and stable coins, even though last I checked, none of the banks actually want to deal with stable coins because they're taking away their fees, but still bullish. Now, this is even news for me. Solana faced one of the largest DDoS attack ever, but stayed online with zero downtime. The network continued processing transaction normally. This event showed improved stability and resilience compared to past outages and boosted confidence in Solana technology. That is actually bullish as hell because one of the reasons why I did criticize Solana in the past is because of their system shutdown that they were having here and there. But now this is actually pretty good if you ask me. Uh Understandable. Yeah. XRP faced price pressure after large holders sold about 1.18 billion XRP in 4 weeks. Heavy selling increased supply and weakens price in the short term. Analysis warn XRP could drop towards 150 if selling continue despite long-term optimism. Now, before this news even came out, I try to tell you guys that I can actually see XRP at slow at 125. Hopefully, I am wrong, but these are the level that I'm waiting on. 181 is still in play. 173 is still in play. 160 is still in play. But the drop of them all, the mother of all drop, is XRP at 125. So this morning we saw a bit of a reversal, which is actually bullish. So if we continue going up to, if we continue going more towards the upside, obviously we first got to break the 200 moving average, which is at 199, round it up to $2, and then from there we could go see 219, 230 or better. Down only, yeah, gee, that's what I'm saying. Bear market enjoy. Like I said, until, and let me show you the structure, right? Until I see, oh, this is XRP, guys. Let me go to back to Bitcoin. Do, 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 do. By the way, can you guys hear my mom chopping onions in the back? Well, here's the clack, clank. All right. If I start crying, it's not that I got emotional, okay? It's the onion, people. It's the onions. All right. So, yuck. I hate onions. Though me an emotional trader, I know Web3. I try not to, man. All right, so this is what, well, this is a little bit hard to see here, but We definitely broke out of the parallel channel, which is not good, in my opinion. It looks like we had a bounce from the 100 moving average. So unless we go back up above the parallel channel, and then we could break above the 9 moving average and the 50, I personally think we're still got more downside to go. Now, with the whole Japan thing that's gonna happen, I believe in 2 days, that might actually bring Bitcoin all the way to about 75K or so. But even then, there's two hopes that I have from 75 all the way to 70. That's my first big hope, right? For reversal. If that doesn't happen, we see Bitcoin go to 66,000. That's the 200 moving average. If we see a bounce back from that part right there, that will be extremely bullish. Now we see a break below, then yeah, I will honestly say it will be a slow grind, but it's gonna work its way down to about 47K. In the meantime, the structure is not broken. We're still in a bullish uptrend, even though it's going down. But yes, it's still a bullish uptrend overall. All right. Now, wait, let me see here. NASDAQ, guys. Quote witching on Friday, the 18th. After that, we'll see true market direction. Yeah, Tristan. Why do you mute me, please? Why do I gotta mute you, Web3? What did I miss? Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. What did I miss over here? To mute you? Okay. How long you want to be in timeout for? I'll give you 5 minutes, but no, I can do that to him for the whole life. Come on. All right. So NASDAQ plan to allow US stock trading nearly 24 hours a day starting in 2026. The goal is to serve global investor across time zones. Some banks worry about low liquidity overnight, but demand for nonstop trading it's growing, which is another reason why I keep saying, well, this could be referring also as stocks, and which is okay. But imagine 24/7 NASDAQ trading, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, which we usually seen that on the weekend it goes the volume starts going down usually Friday when all the US companies closes down. So imagine that having 24/7 trading no matter what. And this is another reason why I believe that being bearish, I mean, overly bearish, I think is a bit of an exaggeration, if you ask me. What's going on, Schmack? All right, Repo CEO said XRP SPY ETF recorded 30 days straight of money inflow. Nearly 1 billion has entered these funds, even while Bitcoin ETF see outflow. This shows strong institutional interest, though XRP price has not reacted strongly yet, which which is the big issue that a lot of people is having with XRP. Why isn't XRP moving despite the ETF inflow, despite all the good news that we are seeing, despite all the adoption? Let's be honest, it is questionable. More delusion for crypto over time. Maybe start, maybe. What do you see Eve in the coming weeks? Sean, I will have to analyze Eve in order for me to tell you where I see it. All right, Francesca, welcome in. Appreciate you joining. All right, Dogecoin creator Billy Markets responded to Bitcoin price drop with humor rather than fear. He joked about the market instead of making serious prediction. His response reflected a relaxed attitude despite market volatility, which is one of the things that I keep saying. People are freaking out, people are selling their position, but yet the OGs in the space, they're chilling. They're like, hey man, let it drop some more. We're gonna accumulate. And then when the real big boom happens, which is what we all waiting for, then and only then will people see why everyone is so calm. But moving forward, big Bitcoin. Oh no, this is not. I mean, for the newbies, I guess I could explain it, right? Why have you taken off ACH on your screen? Oh, light. So there was a problem that I was having with my TikTok studio and I had to reset everything. So I ended up taking all the coins off and I didn't feel like redoing them all back. And yeah, I only kept the ones that are here, like officially that have ETFs and all of that, because I also noticed that those are the only coins that are actually getting money inflow, in my opinion, and from what I've been seeing. Boilermaker, thank you. About that, thank you. Mute you for the whole live. All right, but I'm not gonna mute you. I think you're grown enough, my friend. Okay. Okay. All right. Guys, give me a second. Wait. Okay. I muted you, bro. I don't know what's going on, but at your request, you just came from a flat earth stream that was way too fun. Ah, okay. Hey, Milkshake, I don't know what's going on. So he asked, I did it. I guess I'll talk to him in the background. All right. So Michael Saylor, which is another person saying that quantum computer would not have an impact on Bitcoin. So Michael Saylor said quantum computer will not destroy Bitcoin. He says Bitcoin upgrade its security long before it becomes a real threat. Banks and government will be attacked first. Developers are already preparing solutions. So for everyone that have that quantum computer fear, there you go. Marco, que lo que? Out of the shadow, one more crow. I just keep buying. Out of the shadow. Why crow though? Crow doesn't even have that much. Doesn't even have that much. What you call it? Um, volume. Even the 5 minute chart looks like crap. I mean, am I bullish that they're gonna do an ETF? Yeah. Everything else, I have a few questions about Crow. Easy type is welcome in. All right, so the FIDIC proposed rules showing how banks can apply to issue stablecoin under the Genius Act. The focus is safety, reserves, and compliance. The rule is open for public government, public comments, and mark progress toward regulated stablecoin. Go-backed stablecoin have grown to nearly 4 billion as investors seek safety. Tokens like PaxG and Tether Gold are backed by real gold. People use them as a hedge against inflation and market volatility. Now, one of the things that I did mention about PaxG and XAUT, which is from Tether, is that that's a form to actually have gold in your wallet, digital, and instead of you needing a bunker so you could stack them up and trying to move them across the country, that would be impossible. So doesn't matter how much gold you buy unless you sell them off all at a cheaper price, which yeah. Oh my god, is easy type is back in the queue. Ah, milkshake not today. All right, so Bitwise CIO says Bitcoin could break its normal 4 year cycle and reach new high in 2026. He believes ETF institutions and regulation are changing Bitcoin behavior. Volatility may decrease as Bitcoin mature. Then what you say yesterday, you got Crypto Cali. I'll take away your mob privilege, bro. All right, so let me see over here. It's all good, all good. It's like I said, there's a lot of other people out here saying 4 year cycle it's out the window, and these people have smarter analysis than anyone here on TikTok, in my opinion, including myself. And yeah, if they're all saying 4 year cycle is done, then it got to be a reason why they're saying it. It's a program into Bitcoin system. Yes, it is. But does it mean that Bitcoin have to react to the 4 year cycle? No. I think silver seems like an amazing investment. Out of the shadow, yes, it is. I actually said I'd see silver hitting $70 at least. And then from 70, we're going to see where else we go. Thank you so much, my brother. Oh, you're welcome, Easy Typist. Funny, these are the same people that didn't like the crypto 4 years ago. Yeah, start, but you know what? Honestly, when I think about that, I think that their strategy was letting people, you know, back away from crypto while they accumulate, or they never really thought that Bitcoin would, I mean, crypto was going to become so strong the way it did. And now that they see that there's an actual demand for it, then what they're doing is this: if I can beat them, because obviously they can, then they might as well join them. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. They're seeing there's no way that they could make crypto go away. And the only way that I told you guys that they could make that happen is by them shutting down the internet, which it's not going to be a great idea because every company around the world needs the internet and uses the internet. So here it's a little bit more of XRP sell off. A single wallet holding XRP for 7 years sold 721 million worth of token. The largest sale pushed XRP below 2 despite ETF inflow. It shows how big holder can still move price quickly. Now, this is the thing that I'm gonna tell, you know, just everyone in general. This guy held, and I'm not telling you to hold on to anything unless you really believe in it. Gigi, hi. Now, this is the funny thing. This guy held for 7 years. Who knows at what price he bought it, but waited 7 long years, and then recently he sold. And he's a multi-millionaire. 721 million. So for anyone that has a coin that they really believe in, then just think about that for a moment, okay? Before you get shaken out of your positions. All right, analysis. Michael Van de Pope says gold looks expensive compared to Bitcoin. Past data shows Bitcoin often rise after similar condition. He believes money may rotate back into Bitcoin, which is another example on why I don't believe the 4 year cycle is done. I don't believe that this cycle or this bull run is still done because we still haven't even seen that part where all the money that's going, well, not all of it, but a good chunk of money that's going into gold gets comes out of gold and then gets goes into Bitcoin, right? And then the money that comes out of Bitcoin goes into altcoins, and that's how we get the altcoin season, which hasn't played out either one of them. But who knows? It is a mystery. The world will never know until it actually happens, and then we'll know. Look like cycle is broken. Well, Rusty J, I've been saying that, but some people don't want to listen. Trump is gonna turn on the printer when he gets his guy in. I believe that to out of the shadows. I believe it too. QE still hasn't happened either. So there's a lot of data out there that's telling you that this cycle is not done yet, but a lot of people would tell you otherwise because they're too focused on charts. And perfect example, didn't I say yesterday that the possibility of Bitcoin reaching 85K if it doesn't hold support was right there, and it was a stronger chance then Bitcoin going towards the upside. What happened today? Fundamental. The job news made everyone push Bitcoin higher. So that's what I mean. At the end, fundamental is going to tell everyone's TA it's out the window. All right. So at a SEC roundtable, official question whether American can use crypto without losing privacy. Regulator discuss how to balance privacy with law enforcement needs. Privacy is becoming a major issue in crypto regulation because they want to track everything you do and they want to make sure that Uncle Sam get paid. That's why it's an issue for them. Okay, I'm not trying to sing, guys. I'm a horrible singer. 2030, what is your friend? Where is your friend, David Garstein? I don't know. Where is David? They're looking for you, Wadi Satoshi Nakamoto? Nah, I'm the least of the worries, man. Every day, every time, I respect you, my brother. Thank you, typist. My brother is watching. Yeah, out of the shadow. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And that's one of the major issues right now, right? Whether you want to recognize it or not, they want to make sure Uncle Sam gets their complete cut. That's what everything is coming down to. That's why they want to regulate DeFi, asking people because of AML rules, you need to do KYC. Bullshit. Not if you use Monero. Well, King Louis, eventually Monero is going to become a challenge. Hello, hello. I'm going to 10K to 100 challenge. What do you think? Path, if you could do it, by all means. But I think majority of the people right now is doing the opposite challenge from 100K to 10K. Web3 is always watching. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he asked me to mute him, but I get it. Kind of get it, I think. I hope. All right, so CME Launchpad quoted future for XRP and Solana. These products help institutions trade and hedge without owning the coin. It shows growing acceptance of major altcoins in regulated market. Bullish for both. Volatility is king. You can have it. You have it all backwards. Well, that's what I'm saying. Path like so far, majority of the people right now, especially if they're new to Bitcoin, they're doing the 100K to 10K challenge. Ripple CEO criticized the New York Times for publishing what he called a biased crypto article. He said it is misrepresented facts and harm public understanding. The response highlighted tension between crypto leader and mainstream media. Now, I read a little bit of the article and I get it. I get why Brad Garlinghouse is upset. But at the same time, let's be honest, people, what can you expect out of a coin that gets good news and it drops, gets good demand and it drops, solve the set case and it drops, got the institution ETF, no price appreciation. And this is just me keeping it real with everyone, okay? I'm not funding on the project. I own XRP. So when you see all that happening, you cannot just sit here and be like, hey man, this is the best thing since sliced bread. That's me 100%. real. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because, well, there's a lot of investors stock on XRP. There's a lot of other coins moving in the market, making probably the same amount of money that you're trying to get out of XRP if it reaches certain level. Me keeping it real. Price shows more truth than news. Exactly, Rusty. I agree. Shane Ling does that all the time. What, get good news and it drops? Well, then, Louis, there's something there that, doesn't add up. Please stop saying XRP. Why do I gotta stop saying XRP? XRP, XRP, XRP. Educate the fundamentals of XRP or something, Jesus Christ. What do you mean educate the fundamental? I already broke down the fundamental of XRP. I explained how ODL, which is the only thing that uses XRP on the RippleNet, I explained how that works, and that's the point that I've been referring to. That unless we see massive adoption and and I'm talking about at least 100 trillion transaction per month or something like that, I'm having a hard time seeing prices go way higher than what people believe. Can XRP eventually get to at least $100? I believe that's possible. When is the bigger question? They need that exit liquidity, always number go up, or some fake partnership opium. Absolutely not. Come on, Satoshi. You got to buy into XRP, Satoshi. You have to, as a matter of fact, Satoshi, you are a friend, and I don't want you to miss out. I'm going to give you one XRP, bro, okay? Just so I could proudly tell everyone a Bitcoin maxi got converted and joined the XRP army. Oh man, XRP reminds me on AMC. Yeah, if 2055, if I ever see Brad Garland House, I'm gonna wrinkle his collar. Nah, Satoshi. I think you're gonna hug that man like he's your long lost brother. Satoshi going to sell it for some sats immediately. Yeah, you probably will, King Louis. And then I lose my $2. Damn you. Ski, ski mask. Whoa, what about that? Everyone needs a little extra B in the back pocket, like a lost penny. Exactly, Stark. That's what I'm saying. Like I tell everyone, I look at numbers, I look at data, and I analyze things. And do I believe in XRP in the long term? Yes. Do I believe that XRP, from what I'm seeing, is gonna do anything anytime soon? That's the only issue that I am seeing. So unless, like, you would have thought with that banking license approval, you would have thought the price would have went back above to 250 or so. And instead, we go down. Instead, two whales sell. And then there goes a reason why XRP is down again. I don't like that. I'm being straight up. I think way too many people hold their bag on exchanges. What would uphold something that's going to zero against Bitcoin? Pull up the XRP to Bitcoin chart. My XRP is lost in my couch somewhere. Ah, King Louis, so you do own some XRP. Interesting. Yeah, guys, let me end this over here on X and YouTube. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you next time tomorrow, hopefully. And if not, then I'll be back.